see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreview today. Hopefully this is going to be probably a nice dessert treat here. This is Southern Tier's chocolate, a stout brewed with chocolate here, guys. If you're a chocolate fan, I got a feeling this is going to be right up your alley. It says here color black, body medium, bitter medium, pairing is roasted or smoked food, chocolate desserts. Serving a snifter, the Popol Vuh, the sacred book of the Maya, unfolds a complex web of mystery around a beverage known as Xocotl, Xocotl. We're not surprised that ancient hieroglyphs depict chocolate being poured for rulers and gods. Cocoa is a mystical being. Chocolate is every bit a dessert beer, encompassing the complexity of the darkest bittersweet candy, together with that of original frothy beverage. You combine the finest ingredients to tempt your senses and renew the power and interrelation of history in every bite. I don't see any kind of dating on this. This is a 10%er, and it being a stout. Would like to see a vintage on it. At least a year. We don't need a month or a day. This was gave to me by a friend of mine, Evan, locally. He picked up and brought it by the house here, and we sat out and enjoyed a cigar together. And this is one of them that he dropped off here, and he did pick it up locally, so it is available here in the Roanoke area. And I have not reviewed it. We used to get a lot of Southern Tier beers, and the distributors changed, and a lot of it went away. I mean, a lot of the grocery stores don't even carry Southern Tier anymore, so very strange distribution on this beer now. So let's get on with this one. Like I said, I just read to you basically the same thing as in the commercial description that's written on the bottle. This says it's a 11% here in rate beer. It's got 10% written right on the bottle, so rate beer is wrong. And that's the first time. And over to Beer Advocate, they say it's 10%. So these guys at Beer Advocate got it right. Seems to me rate beer, and I use both sites, tends to be wrong more than the Beer Advocate does. I don't know why that is. Whether they don't have somebody updating the site or whatever. And I use both of them. I'm not prejudiced one way or the other, for one side or the other. But it seems like a lot of times that the information that they're giving is not correct. So it is what it is. The food pairings for this beer, being a chocolate stout, is going to go well with chocolate dishes, of course. It says here the cheese is buttery, brie good, Barty Swiss. Of course, chocolate, like I said, meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glassware, pint, bacaronic, tumbler, snifter, oversized wine glass. I'm going to use a double glass for this one, guys. This is a big bottle. It's a bottle. It's a 22 ouncer. And here it says it can be sold for a long period, and I can expect any reason why it cannot be. I mean, 10% stout chocolate, I don't think the chocolate will fade over time. A lot of your coffee beers, the coffee will fade sometimes. But I don't think the chocolate's going to fade, so I don't see why you couldn't keep this beer 2, 3, 5, even 10 years at a 10%. And just get more complex over time, I would think. It's my opinion. I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. We've gone over everything, so without further ado, let me get the cap off this thing, and we'll look at the bottle, if there's any kind of dating on it. Let me come back. or at least a vintage or something. They may be dating their stuff. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while since I've done a Southern Tier beer. Let's get down to the center, see what we get. Not a lot of combination on that. Not a whole lot at all. Not a finger pin on an aggressive down the center pull. Over to the light. Yeah, it's pretty dark. It's pretty black. I'm not getting any red ruby tinges around the outside or anything. So it's pretty black. Very typical of an American stout. Well, let's get a nose on it. The chocolate is this off the chain, guys. To me, it smells like a bittersweet chocolate, but it may have a more of a milk chocolate taste. I don't know. We'll see. The chocolate is just overwhelming everything. There is definitely chocolate. If you don't like chocolate beers, don't like this beer. To me, this would be a great dessert beer. Not something you'd want to come home and be the first beer of the evening or whatever, and you're going to continue to drink several other beers after this in a different style. You wouldn't want to have an IPA or a pale ale or something of that nature after you're having a 10% chocolate stout. This is a final beer of the evening type beer, which it is for me today. This is my final beer of the evening, and like I said, with what I've read and what I'm smelling here, this would be a good dessert beer. If you want to have your dinner and then have this beer with a piece of chocolate cake or chocolate pie or some brownies or something with some chocolate in it, this would pair very well with that. Wow. It smells like chocolate. All right. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Evan. Cheers, brother. That's like chocolate cake in a glass, guys. A little bit on the bitter side on the back end, and they have to do that when they brew such a sweet beer like this with that much chocolate in it. They have to balance it out, or it's just going to be overly sweet. It'll be too sweet. That is just chocolate on top of chocolate on top of chocolate. Maybe that's why they call it chocolate. Yeah. Like I said, if you don't like chocolate, you're not going to like this beer. If you like having something like this with a nice chocolatey dessert, would be a prime companion to a dish like that. For 10%, the alcohol is hidden extremely well. Not getting any booziness whatsoever. Very well made beer. Very well made beer. Just a slight hint of bitterness on the back end to kind of balance that sweetness out. But molasses, maybe a hint of some coffee in there, but the chocolate is off the chain, guys. That's where they're going with this beer. That's where it's at. It's just chocolate on top of chocolate. Definitely a final beer of the evening dessert type beer. So, let me pour her a glass, sip on this for a minute, and we'll come back and do the final chug. Maybe a little longer than a minute, maybe about 30 minutes. Very nice. I'm liking it. We'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here, but it's another about 30 minutes. It's a great beer. For what their intent is to be, which is a chocolate stout, it is a excellent chocolate stout. The only beef I've got with this beer is it doesn't have a vintage on it, so we don't know what year it was put in the bottle. And not that it's going to be bad for a beer of this nature. Being a 10% chocolate stout that's going to keep for a long, long time, I would like to see them step up to the plate and say, this is a 2014 edition, this is a 2015 edition. Other than that, it's a great beer. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a 10 beer in a 9 bottle because we don't have the vintage. They could just as easily put this in the 2015 edition. That's all the information we need. We need the vintage of when this beer was put in the bottle, just so we'll know. So we'll know what year beer we're buying. And that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I mean, it needs to be a vintage on the label or on the bottle somewhere of what year it was put in there. Not that it's going to hurt the beer. Like I said, this beer's going to keep for a while. Quite a while, as a matter of fact. And would kind of like to know what year it was put in the bottle. So let's do the final chug on this one. If you don't like chocolate or chocolate stouts, you're going to hate this beer. But if you're into the chocolatey stouts, this is a great, it's an awesome example of a chocolate stout. I mean, it's got the Belgian chocolate. And let me read on your label here. Two-row malt, caramel malt, barley flakes, chocolate malt, bittersweet Belgian chocolate, Chinook, and Willamette hops were used brewing this beer. So, depending on the information you're on, other than the vintage, we need the vintage. Need the year that it was put in the bottle. Okay. Awesome chocolatey taste. A little bit of hints of coffee and maybe some molasses. The chocolate is just off the chain. It's just chocolate on top of chocolate on top of chocolate. 10 beer in a 9 bottle. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 95 world class. No arguments at all. And I was putting it with the information that I have. I looked at the bottle. There is no dating or any kind of vintage on the bottle that I could see. It is what they say that it is. It is a great chocolate stout. Great chocolate beer. So, if I was putting it, like I said, if I was putting it with the information that I have, I would probably give this a 98 or a 99 without having vintage, when it was put in the bottle. So, over to Gregsbeerreview says 100 overall and 97 in the style. Great numbers from there. Like I said, if you tell me, oh, it's a 100 beer, I'm not going to argue with that. Yeah, it is a 100 beer. But it's in a 98 bottle because it doesn't have the vintage when it was put in there. I kind of want to see that on these kind of beers. Don't need a month, don't need a day. Just give me the year on this side of the bottle, on this type of beer. So, if you've had this one from Southern Tier, they're chocolate. Let me know what you think of it, guys. I thought it was pretty damn awesome. Just need that vintage. I'm a stickler for this kind of stuff. I want the dating. These guys have got to step up to the plate and give us a little more information as far as on this style. We need the vintage 1 year, and if it's an IPA or a low IPA beer, we need them 1 day in a year. And like I said on the label, it's some kind of digitized ink that's stamped on the bottle that can be smeared off with your finger or rubbed off somehow. So. And these labels are this particular one's got the label that's stuck on there, just like a regular paper label, but it's a clear label with this writing on it. But anyway, it is what it is. There's no vintage, so it gets a 9 for me. 9 out of 10. 10 beer and a 9 bottle. Now, if you had it from them, they're chocolate from Southern Tier. Let me know what you think.